Hello viewers, this is Dow Too Fast here. In today's video, I'll be reviewing this wireless security camera system from the company XMARTO. Now this one here comes with 4 1080p Wi-Fi security cameras and an 8-channel expandable NVR or network video recorder with 1 terabyte of hard drive built in. So this NVR supports up to 8 cameras along with the 4 cameras that this system comes with. You can add 4 additional cameras if you want. Now the cameras connect wirelessly to the NVR, but you do need an AC outlet nearby to power the camera. These cameras feature 2-way audio, 1080p Full HD recording, PIR motion detection, and the system allows for remote viewing and will send you a notification in case of an event. So let's unbox this and I'll show you what comes with the system. User guide, security stickers, this is the NVR, network cable, AC power supply for the camera, AC power supply for the NVR, mouse, antenna, this is one of the camera, antenna, mounting hardware, here's a look at everything you get with this security system. Let's have a closer look at one of the Wi-Fi security camera. On the front, this is a 2 megapixel camera. The resolution is 1080p Full HD. Below that, this is the passive infrared sensor. Now this camera uses the infrared sensor and video dual detection to eliminate any false alerts from blowing leaves or rain. This camera also has 2-way audio. It's waterproof, so you can install this outside or inside. Looking at the back, this is where you install the included antenna. On the back, here's a speaker with the adjustable arm. You can adjust this up and down or rotate this left or right. The base has 3 mounting holes. You can mount this directly onto the wall. At the back of the base, you have this cable that comes out. Right here is a reset switch. And over here, this is where you connect the power supply. To power the camera, you need this 12 volt 1 amp power adapter. Connect this connector to the cable right here. So after installing the camera on the wall, you need to run this cable to the nearest outlet. Here's a look at the NVR or network video recorder. On the front, there are a couple of LED indicator. Right here is a power LED. Next to it is a hard drive LED. Here's a look at the back. These 2 are connectors for the antenna. This is the audio output jack. Next to it is a VGA port for connecting to a VGA monitor. Right here is a HDMI port for connecting to a TV with HDMI input. This is a RJ45 connector for connecting to the internet. Or for most people, you connect this to your router. There are 2 USB connectors for connecting the mouse, and you can also connect an external drive for data backup. And this last connector on the right is a power input port. Connect a 12 volt 2 amp power adapter to this NVR. Here I connected the power adapter for each camera. I also connected the monitor at the back here. This blue cable you see here is connected to my router and will provide the internet connection for the NVR. I also connected the mouse to the USB port. So let's power this up. The initial startup took about 1 minute. As you can see, all 4 camera views are showing on a monitor. Right now you're looking at the live view. On the screen, it'll first prompt you to log in. Username is admin, password is blank. Select OK. Next, you can scan the QR code on the screen to install the app. Here it takes you to the XMARTO Wall Pixel app. Install it. Here's asking you to set up the Wi-Fi of the NVR to conform to the standard of your region. So for example, under region, you can select FCC for USA, EU for Europe, MKK for Japan. I'll select FCC. Next. Now saving the configuration. Here you can select your time zone. Now the date and time will be automatically synced to a NTP server. With the app open, select plus to add the device. Select Wi-Fi camera kit with NVR. Here it tells you to scan the cloud ID. I've just scanned the cloud ID on the screen. Next, give it a device name. With the new device added, if you select play, now the app will show you the live view of the 4 cameras. It is now recording the video from all 4 cameras 24/7. On the display, if you double click one of the camera view, it'll open up the full screen. Double click again, it'll go back to previous view. If you right mouse click on the screen, a menu will come up. First menu item, split screen. Here you can select the grid view. If I select 6x, that'll give me 6 camera views. Go back to 4 camera views. Now I'll go into more detail about the playback on the NVR and also using the app. But first let me go ahead and set up the camera around my home, and I'll come back and show you those functions along with daytime and nighttime video. Let me show you the adjustment you have on this adjustable arm. There are 3 adjustments you can make. One is on the base here. If you loosen this locking nut right here, you can rotate the base. In the middle, if you loosen this knob, you can adjust the angle. The third adjustment is at the back of the camera right here. If you loosen this set screw, you can rotate the camera in this direction. With these 3 adjustments, you can angle this camera in any direction. So for example, if you have a wall right here and you mount the base onto the wall and you want to point the camera to the left, what you'll have to do is first turn the base in this direction and then bend the adjustment arm in this direction. Now right now the angle view is sideways, so with the adjustment right here at the back of the camera, you can rotate this. Now the base is mounted on the wall and the camera is pointing to the left. Here I'm installing one of the camera in my garage. Plug the power adapter into an outlet and then connect the power cable to the camera. This camera will have a view of my garage right here. You can also install the camera on an outside wall, but you'll need to find an AC outlet nearby to power the camera. Here's a look at the live view from the 4 cameras. This one here is my living room. This camera points to the front of my house. This camera is pointing to the backyard. And this is a camera in the garage. Now the garage light is off, so right now you're looking at the night vision. As you can see, the image is very clear, even with no lights. And here's a look at the live view on my phone. Right now my phone is connected to 4G, so I'm able to connect remotely if I'm away from home. Here's a look at the daytime video. This is the front camera. Garage camera. Backyard camera. Living room camera. Here's a look at the 4 cameras at night. As you can see, the front yard and the backyard camera is showing the night vision. And the garage has the lights on right now, but it'll turn off in a second. And it's switched to the night vision. Also, it's raining outside, that's why you see the rain droplets right here. And this is a camera for the living room. As you can see, it's very clear. There's a full screen view of the front camera. As you can see, the picture is very good, even with very little ambient lights. Here's a look at the backyard camera. On this screen, if you tap one of the camera view, it'll maximize the view. You can also turn on the sound so you can listen to it. If you want to talk through the camera, use the intercom button. Hold the microphone down to talk. When you're done, select hang up. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Right now I'm standing about 5 feet away from the camera. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Now with a two-way audio, I do notice a 2 to 3 second delay between the person speaking and you hearing the sound. Also, the volume on the camera is not very loud. It's probably not very practical to use it as an intercom, but the ability to listen to the audio can still be very useful. Back on the monitor view, let me show you how to play back the video on this monitor here. Select video playback. At the top, the calendar, you can select the dates. At the bottom here, select the time. Now above the time, you can select the search criteria for either motion, sensor, time, or manual. Right now motion and sensor are selected. Select search. At the bottom, it'll show you all the recorded events. So for example, if I select channel 3, 1645 right here, the timeline at the bottom shows a green bar. This is for motion. And that was the recorded events. Now if you select the backup button at the bottom right hand corner, then you save this file to a USB memory stick. Select yes. It will automatically search for USB storage. To playback the recorded video, select playback right here. At the bottom here, you can select the calendar and select the dates. Below the calendar, this is a timeline. You can scroll back and forth. To change the scale of this timeline, select this icon. You can zoom in and zoom out. As you scroll through the timeline, right here at the top will show you the time that you're looking at. Select play to play back. Now the red line here tells you there was an event where motion was triggered. So right now I'm playing back the events. If you want to take a snapshot of what you're looking at, select the snapshot button right here. And that picture will be saved to your phone. You can also do a record to record the video. With the app, you do get notified of any motion that's detected. And here's an example of the notification you get on your phone. Now if you tap on the notification, the app will open. In the app, you'll see the number of events on the message icon right here. Select that. This will show you the date and time of the events and also which camera was triggered. And it'll play back that event. If you want to shut down the NVR, right mouse click on the screen, select Exit System. Here you can shut down the system, or you can choose to reboot. Overall, the performance of this XMARTO wireless security camera system is very good. The setup is very simple. After installing the 4 cameras, you can get the entire system up and running in a couple of minutes. The live video is clear and detailed. Besides having great daytime video, I was also very impressed with the night vision. As you saw in the video, whether the camera was placed outside or placed indoor, you're able to see the image very clearly, even with little to no lights. Don't forget you can also use the XMARTO mobile app to view the live video remotely, so it doesn't matter where you are around the world, you can check up on your home or business at any time. Now one thing to keep in mind is whenever you're installing wireless cameras, it's not completely wireless because you still need to find a nearby AC outlet to plug in the power adapter. So you need to be aware of that when you're planning the location of where you're putting the cameras. At the time of this review, you can get the system for $350. There's also a $20 coupon you can apply, so that'll bring it down to $330, which is a very good price for a system like this. If you're interested, check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to click on a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button to support this channel. Also click on the notification bell so you'll get notified of my new videos. Thank you and have an awesome day.